To Jessie Dollemore from John C. Weaver of Roseman, California, the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. Let's get serious. American citizen arrested during interview. Yeah, I caught that one and I watched, and I also tried to do some background research on this one. 22-year-old young kid going out there protesting what happened. From what one of the reporters had been saying in some of the earlier videos, the one that you hadn't picked up on, yeah, she had been over to Venezuela and she had seen what it was like over there under Maduro before Trump's capture of Maduro at this point. And yeah, she's got something to say about the capture, and she supports Maduro. Now, I know you're looking at it from the American rights point of view, that we all have the rights under the Bill of Rights. Yeah, I'm not arguing about that one here. I'm going to be looking at a particular viewpoint that's going to be targeting her, and not to mention everybody else, that they're going to be trying to raise up. Maybe Maduro did have some fans out there. She's young, she's impressionable. It's like every other damn Charlie Kirk schmucks out there who thought he was a living god or something like that. And the Republican Party kind of lived up to that kind of reputation. They're still screwed up in the damn thinking. They still think they're right. But I'm seeing the reactions across, not just about picking up Maduro, but what Trump's been doing. Yeah. There's no way I cannot avoid touching this matter with a 10-foot pole. I've already got my own situations at home, my own medical issues I got to deal with. And thanks to the Trump administration, I may or may not have my foot or my life. Part of it is my choice, my fears, my phobias regarding being in a medical institution. Has nothing to do with protesting, has nothing to do with the Trump, unless the Trump is going to do something that really screws me over. Let's see, he already did that big, beautiful bill, and medical insurance premiums going up. I'm not quite sure if my senior account is going to be going through the roof, or if it's going to be crashing and burning. I don't know. But I'm also killing myself at the same time, not taking care of a foot injury. That being said, how do we deal with the First Amendment rights being attacked left and right? What you and I are doing. Talk. And keep getting the message out. That's the only thing we're available to do. Now, I heard and seen some of the stuff that the Trumplican Party keeps putting out there, including this one crazy woman who unfortunately is hooked up to the Steve Miller. And she thinks it's cute and funny of making red, white, and blue all over Greenland, which is absolutely pissing off NATO and the United Nations. We can bring that up in the situation here. But how's that deal with Grand Fork, Michigan? That would deal with that kind of situation? Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids. Okay, well, I'm not sure. And that Grand Rapids has this Trumpian mentality. You can't say anything negative about the Trump. Now, they're going to have to prove this case, and it'll take them a while to get it through the Supreme. There's no emergency on this one. It has to go through the court systems on this one. They're going to have to file appeals on this one. And the appeals will take some time. Depends on which particular appellate's going to get it. And they're going to have to make their decision whether or not, if the rights and freedoms are being curtailed by the cops. It's been shown, it's been said, that they were moving along with the crowd, warning them off the damn streets. It's up to the municipality at this point of saying that the technical application of their rights is being questioned. Not the theoretical or the general freedom that we have for saying something against. They say the devil's in the details. Well, there have demons in the details right now. And they're nitpicking. Grand Rapids and other people like them are nitpicking. We got one town shown. There's got to be others having the same damn situation. We agree on this one. We agree that the Bill of Rights are being attacked left and right. Attacked by local municipalities up to the states. And right now, the Trumplican Party is fracturing. Johnson's having a field day because of his party's losing members, either by death or by resigning. And it's going to be up to those states to put up another special election to see who they're going to get in there. I thought they normally would appoint. But that's going to be up to the states to try to do the control in the Congress. How is this going to be affecting Grand Rapids? Grand Rapids is already locked into the mentality. Unless the people are actually protesting against their own government of being that prejudicial and slanderous and going after them regarding the First Amendment. They would have to challenge them in the town hall meetings, getting public viewpoint, getting it on the air, either one way or another through the press, if the press is going to be allowing it, and also through social media, and also filing court cases. Filing court cases through the local and municipalities and making a federal case out of it. And they still have to get more out of it. We're running into a situation here, Jess, that yes, our freedoms are absolutely under attack. And we can be proactive like crazy, and we can be all activists and get thrown in jail. But the scary part that we have concerning about this is some of us may not be coming out of jail, but being deported. The horrible situation we've got regarding the Trump regime right now is they want the violence. I was seeing the interviews from some of these administrators that they had. The only one I'm seeing that's got blood and drool coming out of him is Stephen Miller. 1 second here. Didn't want to blast at you with a sneeze. Stephen Miller and those like him, including his wife, simply have been raised up under this discrimination that they have. I can't explain it. There's nothing to get rid of it. They are locked into it. They would be the ones in the municipalities to make the corrections. So the educational departments, so the city councils, so the county seats, up until the states. Whether or not they actually want to be is screwed up in thinking. Now, Grand Rapids is already showing that already in the police department. And once they get the court cases going through, the question is whether or not the judicial system is going to be reflective upon what Grand Rapids was trying to do. If they agree with them, then they're also in compliance and in cahoots. If they keep an open, legal enough mind, are they going to be looking for the technicalities, or are they going to be looking for the larger issues on this one? That you also have to ask yourself on this one here. I don't have the answers. Jess, we've never seen anything like this before in our lives growing up. But since we had the Trump coming in 2016 really throwing things off, I swear, it's being worse than what we've already done in the past already. Oh, yeah, back in the 1890s all the way through the 1920s, we already had the roaring crap going on, World War I happening, and people wanting to celebrate and pour out their souls and watch the stock market crash because they went nuts. But never had I come across a regime looking to change other regimes and being complicit about it and outright honest about it. Because this is the kind of domestic terrorism we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with a domestic terrorism we have never come across. What was the oath being sworn against all enemies, sworn and domestic and external and all that stuff? Our soldiers, our police officers, our city officials, our state officials keep swearing an oath to the Constitution. Supposedly our congressfolk. I don't know. I don't have any answers yet. I'm watching, I'm recording, getting a lot of PDF files from a lot of stories that are freaking me out left and right. Keeping up a little bit of a database. But, what can I say? We may be historians out there who may be keeping the records of what the hell's going on as it being wiped out left and right, and we may need them for the near future or for the far future. Our videos, our stories. We're storytellers, Jess. Let's tell it in our own way, in our own observations, shall we? I'll keep in talking. I can even talk right. Give me some water. L'chaim. I needed that water. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, pal. Say hello to Miss Brittany Page for me. From one mental from one mental case to one who studied mental cases.